Good evening, everyone. Good morning if you're in the Philippines. Good morning, early morning if you're over in the lands of enchantment and the Aussie outbacks. Early mornings there. Good evening to the people here in the United States. My name is Bob Hazelwood. Welcome to the Star Maker Bowling Show. Right now, there's no Star Maker Bowling. He's busy with his doggies. He'll be joining us shortly. We want to say hello to the lovely Mango Jennifer. Um, and hello to everyone out there. If you're in the chat, on which there's only a couple of you right now, give us a shout out. Open topics tonight. We'll talk what you want to talk about. Kenny has some things he wants to show you, but I'll wait for him to come on so he can do that. We could talk about some little bit of wrestling, WWE Monday Night Raw, 2.5 hours. I was a little surprised when suddenly it went off the air at 30 minutes after the hour. Thought we'd get 3-hour Raws all the time, but apparently it's going to be 2.5, 3, sometimes 2. Who knows? A little bit of little surprises there, a bit of variability with the start times and the end times. We can talk about anything you want to talk about because I don't have any particular topics in mind. And the show's starting a little bit early. We're back on Thursday nights. I think that's going to be permanent. That will be Tuesdays and Thursdays. The Friday shows, while they're fun to do, now that SmackDown is 3 hours long, we don't get started till real late, and we don't get as much interaction with the folks when the show starts as late as it does. Jason may or may not be here. He's working on some stuff in his private life, his personal life, that should be getting wrapped up here pretty soon. And hopefully he'll be back to joining us on a more regular basis. So I'm going to sit here and vamp for a little bit. My Dallas Cowboys finally moved away from Mike McCarthy. I am surprised. I thought that they would stick with the coach. But apparently it came down to a matter of Jerry not wanting to give McCarthy the number of years that Mike wanted. And so the Cowboys, my Cowboys, looking for their 10th head coach in team history. Talk that new coach might be Deion Sanders. I don't know. I don't think any coach is going to be real successful in Dallas as long as Jerry is there. He's proven that he's not a great GM when it comes to holding on to talent at the right time, the right places, the right prices. He does love him some older guys who have sometimes pays people away. Did he overpay for Dak? Probably. But Jerry is Jerry, and he, he does what he does, right? He's his own man, and so it's his team. He spent the money for it. I guess he can do with it what he wants, right? So I guess the only way I can complain and make my voice heard is not to spend money supporting the Dallas Cowboys. But I'm going to watch them on TV, so I guess I'm just a hypocritical fan. The Team Maker is in the house. Thank you. Yes, America's team. We also have Jambi joining us on Facebook. Good morning, Ms. Jambi. And, of course, the lovely Jazzy Jana from Louisiana. Your Pelicans put a little hurt on my Mavericks the other night. It's a close game, but you guys pulled it out. I have to admit, I was a little surprised. I thought that we would we'd sneak that one out. But we have a lot of guys that are less than 100%. So, but not complaining, right? You play with who you got. And so the Pelicans put my Mavericks in a hurt. What else is there for us to speak of? I watched Raw. Eh, yeah, was a inter tight game. Yeah, so I watched Raw last night. Or sorry, Monday night, and I'm not real impressed with it right now. I don't know where they're going story wise with a lot of stuff. Um, I can see some things coming out of uh, Drew McIntyre, his campaign against Roman Reigns, and I think eventually he and Seth will be on the same team. Very odd pairing there, but um, I don't get a lot of the direction of what they're doing. I don't see them building a strong challenger for Gunther. I don't see them currently building a program for Cody. The mid card titles are non-existent as far as their appearances on the shows. I know they did crown the Intercontinental Ladies Champion, first ever Intercontinental Ladies Champion, and congratulations to Lyra Valkyria for that victory. But I don't know what it wasn't that long ago that SmackDown was must see TV because of the Bloodline storyline. But even that, is what are they doing there? They're not following up with the story. You have Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu still wreaking havoc. Are they doing that in spite of Solo? Are they doing it because of Solo? You haven't seen Solo come out and actually acknowledge Roman Reigns, or we haven't seen Roman Reigns since then. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not a writer, and certainly can't predict what they're doing there, but I don't get any sense of direction for what they're doing on Raw or on SmackDown at the moment. So, well, as you can see from these things popping up that I've already put up, we have a new producer in the room. Let me introduce the executive producer and sometime co-host of the show, Kenny, the Star Maker Bowling.
I don't mean to pass judgment. I don't mean to judge a book by its cover, but I would say you've been awake for about 36 seconds. The sleepiness in your eyes is obvious from the 900 miles apart that we are.
709 a or p.m. here in the Central Standard Time Zone, and I would say I've been up for about 11 minutes.
I have done shows to where I wake up 15 minutes before we're supposed to go on, and that's when I start looking for the dark glasses because it will be obvious. Yeah, I'm tired today. I guess I did have a nap, but the nap ended at like 2:00. And normally I like to take a nap to where it ends at about 6. But I had groceries coming and everything today, the Kroger deliveries and all that shit. But no, I think we might have a little fun here tonight. If anybody bothers to show up. Oh my God, they're on an hour early. How could we possibly bother ourselves? Shout out to my good friend. And whether he likes it or not, no, we'll call him that. The Dutch Mantel. Dutch may or may not be watching right now. I just had a lengthy we don't do many video chats, Dutch and I, but we did one today, and good to see him. He's been in the hospital a little longer than I realized, and he's dealing with a leg infection. I think that's common knowledge because a friend of mine wrote me and told me about it because I didn't know. So I reached out to him, and we called each other and had a lengthy little chat. And God, I think at some point during the 45-minute conversation, I think he said he liked me. Could have been dreaming it. But so shout out to Dutch Mantel if you're watching the show tonight. We talked about something, maybe even a business adventure or two that we're talking about doing. So we will get with the powers that be on that and see how that goes. I mean, I'm very interested in the proposal I heard tonight, and would like to be a part of that. And for those of you that know me real well, And I'm sure, oh, it's always noon somewhere. I like that. I just noticed that. I like that. So it is. It's always noon somewhere. Now,
it is.
Didn't the Invisible Man say that once he got his shit done the other night that he would be back here full time starting Thursday? Did he or did he not say that? Is that not tight?
He said he would be back full time once he got his stuff together.
Well,
I don't know that he thought it was going. Well, this is. He thought he would be done, but maybe he didn't get it completed. Maybe the intricacies. Maybe the intricacies of the work that he tried to do.
I'm actually looking for my back scratcher and I don't see it. My back is itching. Where's my hair? But maybe my hair, because it is up high. Pardon me, folks. This is live television here in front of a worldwide audience. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was up high. All right, that got the job done. Oh, Jambi's in the house. It is worldwide because you got Jazzy Jana from Louisiana. You got the tea maker. God knows where he is. You got
hiding undercover somewhere.
Jambi, he's always undercover. And Jambi from the Philippines got her matches done. Jambi's one of the reasons we're here tonight. Jambi is needing rice and eggs and maybe some soup for her and her son. And it was probably about $30. We'll get them enough rice and eggs to do them for at least 2 or 3 weeks. So if we and I was told that if we get once we reach $30 in here, that my friend Randy Satterley will match that with a $30 donation of his own. He said, well, let's get $30, King, and I'll match it. And then that will get us to our $60, where we always have to make 60 there in the first 30 minutes to stay on the air. One thing Dutch and I had a conversation about is that there's so many freeloaders that want to ask questions, but they don't want to get a membership or donate to do so. Mm-hmm. And he says, occasionally I get questions over on the big network over on his show where they got the 130,000 subscribers. And he says, occasionally they'll ask a question. He says, well, what did he donate? And they'll say $3. He said, well, that's a damn $10 question. You need to come up with $7 more. So what we're going to do tonight for whoever's watching, so you can get a little something for your money, is to picture a scenario or something that you would like to see Kenny Bolin involved in. And we got a couple of examples that I've already uploaded in the room. I don't think you can put me with particular people or anything like that, but you can put me in certain situations. Like if you want to see me ride a camel, if you want to see me as a stormtrooper, if you want to see me as a Baptist minister, an insurrectionist. God, that'd be great.
Same thing.
Same thing. Stormtrooper insurrection. Ride a donkey, ride a camel, sitting with an orangutan. No, not Trump, a real orangutan. Hi, Dutch.
A wombat.
A wombat.
Perched on your shoulder.
Don't have that one. I don't have the 6-foot bat yet that I've been hearing about. I've been looking for that bat. Maybe riding a zebra. I don't know. But now for some reason we dropped from 15 viewers to 4 in a matter of like a minute or two. Is the show that boring already? God damn.
Apparently.
Oh well, what do you do?
Maybe the trolls. You started talking about donations, and the trolls
talking about donations, and they were oh my God, he might notice we're here. But Bob, if you want to show an example or two of some of the, I think we opened the show up. I don't know if you left it up when the show started. We'll go ahead and show, because that's my new profile picture. I actually like that. If I were going to be the WWE champion, I think that's the best looking champion in the history of wrestling. I think Dutch Mantel would agree with that. That's the best looking.
They don't have this sideways belt yet.
You think Bret Hart was any of that? I don't think so. No. Bret don't want none of that. Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, he'd lay down. The Hulkster,
Jerry Lawler thinks he's the king. No.
That's kingish right there. Look at that living room setup
in your study, right?
In my study, where I study
all the books that you read behind you.
It's all the books that I intend to get to. Is that the Encyclopedia Britannica back there? It could be.
It's the encyclopedia of WWE.
But one thing I like about my AIs is that's pretty much my face. I mean, it's smooth. It's smoothed out. I mean, it obviously didn't do anything to help my eyes. Look at that. Damn, there they are. You know, those 64-year-old eyes. They're right there. I might as well say 65 now. March 16th be 65. I like that one though. The red crown and the red cloak. And then you got that.
Now that's very Jerry. That's kind of a combination of Lawler and Dundee.
Yeah.
With that big.
Let me tell you how that picture was created. I went to the AI generator and I said, and it says, imagine, and then you say what you want it to imagine. And I said, imagine me as Jerry the King Lawler. That's all I said. Imagine me as Jerry the King Lawler. And that's what came back. And I was okay. So I sent that to Lawler. I haven't heard back from him yet. He might have blocked me. But that was now there was someone out there, a very famous person said that looks like gay Jerry Lawler. Now am I the one to be offended or Lawler? I don't know which of us is supposed to be offended by that. But somebody says that looks like gay Jerry Lawler, or to be proud of that, maybe with a gay pride flag in the background. You know, maybe be proud that someone thinks I look like gay Jerry Lawler.
Could be. I don't think you look like Jay Gary Lawler.
No, he probably he would never feel that. So those are some of the things that we can do, and there's some better ones. And someone told me today, they said, King, I know that you were accused of being gay Jerry Lawler, and we've got proof that you and Lawler both may have gay tendencies. Come on. Whoa. How? What do you mean? What proof have you got? Someone said that they've got a short little video, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to say it because they claim they got it. Someone claims they've got a short little video of me and Jerry Lawler kissing each other when we were young and both semi-attractive. That's what I'm hearing. And he says, if anybody on your show ever donates $100, I will send you the clip, but you have to show it on your show. I said, what year did this happen? He said, 77, 78. No one had cell phone cameras back then, did they? Had to have been shot some way.
Not even Paulie Dangerously.
Yeah, not even Paulie. He didn't have that. So someone, I won't reveal who, claims and it's a famous person, and I guess they would had to have access to some type of camcorder or movie camera or something back then. Hell, even camcorders didn't get big till the early 80s. So I don't know. But they claim they got it, and they said if anyone on the show says that I'll donate $100 to see that, he claims he's got a short video clip. He said it ain't long. He said, but it's you and Lawler kissing each other. I said, well, we did admire each other. I mean, I didn't know it went that far. So I don't know. Hi, Choco. The dogs just got done eating. So if they come to me and act like they really got to go out, then I got to work with them. Lord. So how long of a nap did you take, Bobby Bob?
Let's see. I went to bed at 5:15.
Yeah.
About an hour and a half. Yeah, about an hour and a half.
All right. Oh, those do me no good. I got to have 3 hours. 2.5 to 3 at least. How you doing, Blake Christie? So we have no donations yet. No donations. Mr. Satterley said that he will match the first $30 to get us to 60. Right,
he may get off easy. So the fans have spoken out overwhelmingly. The votes have come in for.
Is that the logo they like?
Yeah, well,
that's the one.
Overwhelmingly voted, i.e., nobody said a damn thing.
Yeah, well, it's called. Well, we don't care. Y'all pick it. It's your all show.
Yeah, that's
y'all pick it.
I
think they both have their flavors. They both have.
You know, if you like the basketball palming, but this kind of does indicate that the Earth is being held in place,
being held still.
Correct.
I mean, even if it could rotate, it won't because somebody's holding it. Somebody holding the damn thing.
Got the whole world in his hands.
Got the whole world in both hands is what he's got.
Exactly.
So yeah, shout out to Dutch. Hopefully he's getting better soon. He and I both deal with these damn leg infections from time to time, but he said he got in there early, getting that taken care of, and we're hoping for the best. neither of us are wanting to check out of this place anytime too soon.
So are you going to announce your upcoming
I have
thing
my final interview with the doctors tomorrow, and they're going to let me do it from here. I don't have to go to the office, thank God, because I still got snow and ice all over the place out here. Going up to 48 tomorrow, so maybe that'll melt some of this shit. 46, 48. We were 30 something today, and it didn't do much. But they're going to let me do it by video. I just have to be able to weigh myself, which I can do here. And we go over the diet. I got to go on somewhere between a 2-week and a 30-day diet to prepare for the more serious of the weight loss surgeries. The first one was the gastric sleeve. I went from 289. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's not where I went. I went from 589 to the lowest I ever saw was probably in the 350s, give or take, depending what scale you want to believe. We'll say 350. And that didn't last long. I kind of hung in the 370s after that, and then the 390s got to be a thing. And so I need to get close to 300. The goal weight is 290. That's the goal. And they think with the gastric bypass as opposed to the gastric sleeve, that should get me there. And I will be one of the few people that has both. Normally you do one or the other. So, but the bypass is pretty much, whether you've had the sleeve or not, once you do the bypass, you're bypassing all that shit anyway. So it will take a little while. They say you normally lose anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds a week. So in 52 weeks, you would expect to lose between 52 and 150 pounds. I don't think I need to lose 150, but 100 would be nice, to be honest with you. To get from the 390 average to the 290 average, what would be good. Salt is a little so you don't get more ice when it gets cold again. Well, yeah, we know that, but these dumb fucks that run this place did not put any down. And then they put it down too late. And then there's 9 tenants in this building. And then when they did lay the salt, it helped one tenant to the far right. And then the other 8 of us are to the far left, where we are, Dutch. To the far left.
All you leftists.
All my leftists, yeah, they ignored us. So they took care of the far right.
Well, MAGA brand salt only works on the right.
Noon in Sydney, Australia. Thank you, Stephen Emery. Thanks. Stephen's old high school buddy of mine.
There you go.
Stephen and I politically do not line up, shockingly. He went to Oldham County. Now, what's shocking is that me and John Whelan and a few of the women are the leftist people of Oldham County. And I'd say 70, 80% Oldham County is probably right-wing, if I had to guess. Probably a good thing I live here in Louisville. They'd ran me out of Oldham County a long time ago, other than where I was king of Main Street. But Stephen and I, we put our political differences aside for the most part. Unless he comes in here and starts saying Trump 30-30 or something, I'll have to get on him a little bit.
Well, he does have that MAGA type beard.
I appreciate that, Stephen, because our other co-host, right, he told me that when we went on at 9 o'clock that it was noon in Moscow. And he wanted me to play that national anthem that Nikolai Volkov used to sing. But we thought we might get in trouble for that. So I appreciate that. And I'll tell you who should have known that was fucking Paul RJ. Where was Paul RJ with the help? He should know what time it is in Sydney.
He's probably eating lunch right now.
No, I appreciate that, Stephen, because I was wondering where. Because I asked Google, it didn't know. I asked Alexa, it didn't know. I'm surprised she didn't respond. So no, it's so now we know. So 8 o'clock shows, noon in Sydney. We got a few people that watch the show down there from time to time. Paul RJ is in the Melbourne area. So what's Melbourne, 11 or 1, you think?
I think, I don't know.
When we moved to the OC, my dad was warned that a Republican has never been elected. Where, Stephen, as president?
The OC of Oldham County?
We call it the Oldham County.
The OC. The Oldham County.
We were the original OC.
Yeah.
And LaGrange was the original LA because it's LA Grange. So we were the original. Oh, yeah. Well, that is certainly changed.
So there was a time when the Democrat Party was
As a
considered the
matter of fact,
conservative.
Stephen is an attorney, by the way. Now, he might be a retired attorney now.
Right.
Stephen has been my attorney on a couple of occasions.
Yeah. So when you and I
Stephen,
were
as a matter
young,
of fact, if it had been for Stephen, I would have only served 45 years in prison instead of 50. So, yeah.
Yeah, when you and I were young, the Democrat Party was actually considered the Southern Party, right? And then that
Yeah.
slowly began shifting. About the
Yeah.
Nixon administration, so they started
I am
to
not a
shift
crook.
over. Yeah,
Or at least as far as you can prove, or if Gerald Ford can pardon me.
never been proven in a court of law.
Now, the reason that I'll tell you the reason that I leaned Democrat even as a kid was my mother was Democrat. My stepdad, let's face it, didn't give a shit one way or the other, but he was very racist. He was very homophobic, even though that wasn't as big of a thing then because people weren't as open about it back then.
Right. Would have fit in well with this.
If you'll remember,
Southern
Stephen, we had 2 or 3 classmates that we were pretty sure were gay, but they were terrified to say it openly. And the first transgender I ever knew of from Oldham County was our old friend, Rusty Reed, who eventually, after high school, transgendered. He was the only one that I ever knew of. And, but those that were being accused of being gay, I go sit with them because people would fuck with them. And I said, well, they're not going to fuck with me, so I'll go sit with them. And so that's when I knew I was a little different than most people. And if people picked on black kids, I'd go protect them.
Defender of the underdog.
Defender of the underdog. Well, that was a role I liked. And Australia is bizarre with time. Well, so is India.
You could have just stopped with bizarre and you'd been okay.
So was India. Well, they like that Australian rules rugby down there. They're big.
They like weird things.
So
every animal, not every animal in Australia can kill you, but every one of them wants to.
They want to do it. Yeah, they want to do it. Well, fuck, look at all that shit they get. As a matter of fact, if you want to see me pictured with a kangaroo, we could probably do that. If you want to see me with a koala bear, we could do that. If you want to see me riding a zebra, we could do that. A camel. In honor of Mango Jennifer. By the way, shout out to Giselle. Giselle's birthday. If it ain't today, it's real soon. And we got some clothing for her birthday. So Bob, Mango's presents are on you because I took care of the daughter. So that's on you.
Okay. So when's your birthday, Mango? She was here earlier.
31st. Yeah. Yeah. About 15 more days.
She looks like she's wrapped up, ready to go to Russia there.
She do. She is working on getting some a pay raise and some exams. She's got fees she owes though, and I told her this is nothing that I don't think this show can handle. If she could raise half of it, then we might do a week. We might take 3 days to even come close to raising the other half. She owes like $560 in fees to get the certificate for her to get it. Well, she's graduating to be a.
She's doing a lot of medical technician stuff.
Yeah. And she says they're telling her that if she pays her fees, if she gets her raise, she gets her certificates, and she will be eligible to come to America to work. And my son is suspicious. He says, well, that might just be they're telling you that so you'll pay your fucking fees. So I don't know.
You'll be eligible. You can't, but you would be eligible to.
Yeah. Yeah. But I had an interesting thing happen the other day. I was calling Instacart because they, without my permission, took $99 out of my PayPal card, and $99 I wasn't prepared to lose. So I call Instacart, and I'm in the mood, man. I'm going to yell at some fucking people. So I get this girl named Cyril. Cyril answers the phone, and I think I recognize the dialect. And I said, Cyril, pardon me. I said, you've been very sweet, and I can tell you're trying to be helpful. Cyril, where are you from? Oh, sir, I'm from the Philippines. I said, oh, really? Okay. Well, so I told her about what I do. Oh, thank you, sir. Oh my God, that's so great. And she's looking me up as we talk. Oh, I see here. Oh, I see what you do. Oh my God, this is so amazing. And she says, but sir, I can't be the one to help you. She says, but my supervisor probably can. So let me put you through to my supervisor. So she puts me through, and it's a guy named Vincent. And Vincent's on the phone, and I'm talking with him. And I said, that surreal girl was so sweet. Cyril, I said, how do you spell her name? He says Cyreal. I said, okay, great. And I said, she was so sweet. I said, she says she's from the Philippines. Yes, sir. She told me when we were on hold what you do. We really appreciate that. Thank you for helping us. I said, us. I said, you're Filipino as well? He said, yeah. I said, well, She wasn't allowed to tell me. I said, well, what part of the Philippines are you from? Oh, sir, we're not in the Philippines. We're in California. I said, oh, my God. That's why I hope you're not in Los Angeles dealing with those fires. Oh, no, sir. We're in San Francisco. And he said, but just about this whole office is Filipino. I said, well, please give them my love. I said, our show is dedicated to helping your people and helping people, that got it way worse off than any of us. Maybe not those that have the fires, but at least those people where they live, they got money in the bank. You don't live there and you're not working check to check to live where they fucking live. And it's sad what they're going through. It doesn't make it any less of a disaster, but between our government, well, Trump's already threatening not to help them because they didn't know to rake their forest and to have water come from San Francisco to put those fires out. They didn't know to do that. And then Marjorie Taylor Greene says, well, I thought Democrats knew how to seed the clouds. Why aren't they seeding the clouds and making it rain like they do in Florida, where they make all the floods happen in Republican towns? Why ain't? Well, yeah, we got that going against us.
All the planes are busy.
I guess all the planes are busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't seed the clouds. All the planes are busy. Marjorie actually posted that. Why don't they seed the clouds? They know how to do it. Stephen Kogarabos, or Kemo, one of the two of them. Who's they knows how to seed the clouds. And if they did know how, don't you think they would be, rather than to watch their town burn down? No, they want the and here was the reason. Marjorie Taylor Greene and a handful of others said they've started all those fires out in California to divert from all the drones being seen in New Jersey. Well, I guess it worked because we haven't heard a lot about the drones lately.
Yeah, maybe they should have
worked.
set fire to New Jersey. Then it would have burned up all the drones.
Well, you could have killed 2 birds with 1 drone. You could have done that.
Yeah.
You could have done that. A God friend. Well, I stay away from those. He corrected it already. But I can't say it. There we go. A good friend of mine is flying a water bomber.
Maybe like Godmother or Godfather.
Well, we're getting help from Canada and Mexico, which is ruining Trump's thing, because now we have to open the borders to let Mexicans come in and help us put out the fires in California.
51st and 52nd states.
Yeah. 51 and 52. So, oh God. Steven,
did you see
how you do it, son?
Did you see how you do it? The president of Venezuela threatened to invade Puerto Rico?
No, I missed out on that one. That happened today?
Apparently a real threat from Venezuela.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in response to the Panama Canal thing. But yeah.
Well, they better beat us, because Trump's going to invade Panama and take the canal back, because we built it.
Yeah, we did.
So, hi, Mary Lou.
Well,
how you doing?
The governor of Puerto Rico. So the governor of Puerto Rico pleaded.
In the Philippines.
The governor of Puerto Rico today pleaded for President-elect Trump, to intervene after Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro threatened to invade the U.S. island territory. In a letter addressed to Trump, Governor Jennifer Gonzalez Colon says, just a few days after holding an illegitimate...
We all know better than that.
Just a few days after holding an illegitimate swearing-in ceremony, in a desperate attempt to cling to power in Venezuela, Maduro publicly proposed an invasion of Puerto Rico. Maduro, who was sworn in for a third 6-year presidential term, despite international condemnation of his recent reelection as illegitimate, made the threat Saturday at the end of the International Anti-Fascist Festival hosted in Caracas, Venezuela. The socialist dictator made an apparent reference to Trump's remarks eyeing U.S. control of the Panama Canal and Greenland, stating, just as the North has an agenda of colonization, we have an agenda of liberation. The freedom of Puerto Rico is pending, and we will achieve it with Brazilian troops. So it's nice that the president of Venezuela...
Well, that's where Maya and her mother are from. They're from Brazil.
Yeah, but the president of Venezuela is going to send Brazilian troops in to liberate Puerto Rico from the U.S. tyranny.
Paul RJ, why didn't you tell me it was noon in Sydney? Why didn't you do it? And by the way, Bob, we don't have one donation. We're about to wrap the show up already.
Let's wrap it.
Because if we don't make $60 in 30 minutes, as I told Dutch, we go away.
Yeah.
So I was late getting here. How late was I? 10 minutes?
Roughly. No,
right,
not quite.
We're going to go.
we can do NFL picks real quick.
Yeah,
By the
we're
way,
going to
you
get
had a
about
really
10
good week.
minutes 'cause we got to do
Yeah.
NFL. What was the overall record of the
So
college and
counting
NFL playoffs?
counting the 2 college games, you were 6-2.
6
In
and
fact,
2 because
you were
I was
you were
6 and
6
0.
and
How did
0 at one point. Well,
well, what two
the
did I
Bucks,
lose?
the Tampa Bay team did not beat the Redskins, and Minnesota got its ass handed
Oh,
to
I
it
picked
by the
I
Rams.
picked Tampa Bay.
You picked Tampa, and we both picked Minnesota. So
Yeah, I was a
Minnesota
fucking idiot. I was a fucking
fucking
idiot.
gave up. So we have 4 games to pick. No college football games this week.
None this week.
No, the big game is next week.
Yeah, so just so you know, if we get a $30 donation, we have a commitment from Randy Satterley to do 30. So that'll be the 60 and we can stay an hour. So we got to get $30 or otherwise we've made fucking nothing tonight and the $30 challenge goes away.
Right.
And we got a lot of you in here. You think somebody, 3 of you could do $10 and help this family out. Maybe not.
Right. Maybe not. So Saturday we have 2 games.
You're a good Republican. You got a donation in it? Fuck no. Fuck you, Bolin. You goddamn Oldham County Democrat. We ran you out of LaGrange for a reason.
Exactly.
I could be wrong.
Could be wrong.
We're waiting. All the ways to donate are right there.
There are
here to
many
help
ways
people,
to donate.
not hurt them. Go ahead.
You could hurt them a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, so 2 games on Saturday. Starting off with Houston.
Oh, we got 2 Saturday games. Okay.
2 Saturday games, 2 Sunday games.
All right.
Starting off with Houston at the Kansas City Chiefs. Houston, both divisional teams won in the AFC, so both. The Chiefs are a 8.5 point favorite at home.
Well, we're $25 short, but that's a start in the right direction. Need $25 more, guys. Thank you.
Better than nothing. Kansas City's been off for like 4 weeks now, considering they've
been off a long time and counting the rest time that Mahomes took like a snap or 2 and then took the rest of it off.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I think Kansas City dominates Houston.
I don't know if it's going to dominate or not because there's going to be a little rust on Kansas City, I'm thinking. And Houston's going to be motivated, and that quarterback they got ain't bad. What's the spread?
Kansas City's an 8-point favorite.
8-point favorite. They've been having trouble dominating anybody.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was a closer game
than
8.
Yeah, they hadn't done it all year. Appreciate it, Armando. Armando won't get a badge for his goddamn life, but he did do the donation there, so we appreciate that. And I thought somebody would want to see some AI pictures of me in compromising positions, like riding a donkey or a zebra or a camel. Maybe me as a Baptist minister, maybe me as a nun.
Hanging out with Chris Schmidt. That's a compromising picture.
You can't AI something that I absolutely would never do. You can't do that.
Even the AI is like, look, that's just not possible. Yeah. Maybe Kenny Bolin on the moon to prove that the moonwalks were real.
I think Stephen Emery blocked me. Kenny versus Trump AI image. It's not letting me put people in with it.
No, you
it'll do things.
Add other people.
I tried to do that because there were some people that requested such a thing, and but apparently there's a short video out there of me and Lawler, but that's a big donation if anyone's ever going to see that one. So let's see.
I saw evidence of the greatest work of all time.
Yeah.
A certain feud that really is not a feud. The greatest work of all time, obviously.
Yeah, which was that?
You and Jimmy.
Oh yeah, I heard. Well, if we get a donation, I heard that we've been exposed, is what I've heard. I think that's a good $20 donation to even get to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, we probably have it on file, but yeah, you were the one I think that discovered it.
It was in the archives, in the hidden archives.
Kenny, you told us this was not a work for the last 7 years, and then you showed me the videos. Guess you kind of got me. But no, shockingly, we do not have one donation other than Armando here, and then a challenge for $30, and we're still 25 shy. A little message there. I sent the King, Jerry Lawler, today. Had a nice conversation with good old Dutch, and hoping he gets better soon. Oh boy.
Yeah, I didn't realize Dutch was still in his.
Well, Armando technically is the only donation of the night because Satterley is not obligated for the 30 till we make 30, and we don't have anything from anybody. So
yeah, so let's finish up the football and
let's do it. Call it a night. Call it a night.
All right, so I've got Kansas City covering the 8 points.
You got Kansas City covering the 8 at Kansas City. What's the forecast for Kansas City?
Cold.
I think I could have got that one. How cold?
Forecast, Kansas City, Saturday. The forecast for Kansas City on Saturday, 34 degrees, a 2% chance of participation or participation. Humidity, 65 degrees, wind 15 miles an hour. So that feels like it's going to be more like 24 degrees. Very, very chilly.
Just the way Kansas City's been playing and all that time off.
The time off is what makes me think that they could get a little bit of a slow start. Just from rust, but
but you would think Mahomes is probably as healthy as he's going to be,
right?
And he ain't taking any hits in practice.
Or Jamby.
Let me come back to that. Let me come back to that one. I'm going to think on that one a touch longer.
All right. The other game on Saturday, the Washington football Redskin Commanders, not Redskins.
Tampa Bay had a good lead in that game, didn't they?
They
Tampa Bay had a good lead.
Yeah. Against the Detroit football Lions. Detroit coming off the bye. Detroit is a 9.5 point favorite.
I tell you what,
Washington dream ends here.
Detroit can be scary when they're playing ball and they're at home and they're in the dome. And I actually thought Tampa Bay at home would have enough to beat them, and they got off to the good start. So yeah, I'm going to take Detroit to cover the 9, and
you know what? I'm gonna take Detroit to win, but I think Washington covers.
You think Washington will cover? I do not.
I think it'll be like a 7-point game.
I don't. I think Detroit is going to cover by plenty.
Yeah,
by plenty. You're going to teach that little punk ass bitch who's bossing in the NFC. So that's those two. I'm going to come back to Kansas City. I'm still thinking on that one. What else we got? Now I know we got the Lord of
Sunday games.
Lamar Jackson's.
Los Angeles Rams play the Eagles of Philadelphia.
Those fuckers shocked me too. The Rams, but that was a good. That was good. I was happy for the Rams.
I thought the Vikings
that city needed a win out of somebody. So that was nice.
The Vikings have just collapsed at the end of the year. They look like Philadelphia last year.
Well, they laid down, didn't they?
Was not pretty.
Down, Sally.
I like Los Angeles.
Wow.
Not to beat Philly though. I think Philly wins this and they win it by a touchdown, so they cover the 6.5.
Yeah, I got Philly winning. I am blown away that Armando is our only donation of the night, and it's 5 Europeos.
Well, and it could be that we're on a little early and not Friday instead of Thursday, but the Friday shows have not done real well. People don't
they're
show
kind of
up,
hit and miss. They're kind of hit and miss. You never know. All right.
Yeah. And we do have a relatively small crowd in the room. The other Sunday night game is
very small.
Baltimore at Buffalo. This will probably be the best game of the weekend. Baltimore is a 1-point favorite on the road.
Paul RJ has bad news. Let's get Paul's bad news. Yeah, is he bad news? Is he bad news?
Kenny, Bob have some bad news for you.
I guess that shit rules rugby's back in session down there.
Is it? Let's see. I don't have any direct messages from him giving me any bad neuse.
Well, we got Bob Euchre passing away today. Me and my son.
He did. Bob and David Lynch, the guy behind Twin Peaks, passed away today too.
Who?
David Lynch, director.
I was not a Twin Peaks fan. I was not.
I
was not on the wagon.
Phenomenon. No, I did not get the phenomenon.
Twin Peaks was that the what's his name? He's going through his own health problems now. I might have the wrong show. Shit. Well,
Twin Peaks, set in the fictional Pacific Northwest town of Pinweeks. It was Special Agent Dale Cooper, played by Kyle MacLachlan, looking into the murder of local teenager Laura Palmer, played by Cheryl Lee.
Cheryl, okay.
Starred Kyle MacLachlan, Michael Ontkean, Machkin Amick, Dana Ashbrook, Richard Bamer, Laura Flynn Boyle, Sherilyn Fenn.
Not the show I was.
No.
Who's the show that Bruce Willis played in with Sybil Shepherd or somebody? What was that show?
That was they were detectives.
Yeah.
Moonlighting.
And I wasn't a fan of that show. Moonlighting.
Yeah.
Well, I got my Moonlighting and my Twin Peaks mixed up, obviously.
Well,
and I didn't watch either show.
And of course, there's a restaurant now called Twin Peaks that features a Hooters-like atmosphere.
Does it really?
If you can guess where the Twin Peaks come from.
Yeah, I've kind of
Hooters-like atmosphere.
I've sat here and thought long enough. But no, happy birthday to Giselle. What's the exact date of Giselle's birthday? I know her clothing that we got her is supposed to be coming in any day now. And I sent Mango the money to cover that and then some for Giselle. McDonald's here has Vegemite shaker fries. Well, those have to suck. That would be bad news. Vegemite anything would be horrible news. But you have to cater to your audience, and you all apparently like the taste of shit. Is it my only guess?
So your birthday is the 22nd, then Mango?
22nd. Okay, so yeah, just a few more days for and I think she said her clothing's coming in the 17th or 18th, so I wanted her to have her money before her clothing got in. So I have to send it to Mango's bank account. Then Mango gets it to Giselle. It's a three-way transaction.
It's a money laundering scheme.
Yeah, I guess that's the closest thing to the money laundering I'm doing that people. I'm not benefiting from it, but the closest thing that I've been accused of. I got offered a job today. The tea maker, who you saw in here earlier, the tea maker says, "King, I heard you were looking for a job." Sends me the link. I look it up, and as you know, I booked hotels with my previous job. And the first thing it says, you must have tremendous writing skills. I'm going, I don't think I like this already. But I look further, and the benefits of the job are, and I look down, and I say, okay, all right. And it pays, and I look down, and it's piecework. And basically, it wants me to hear what people want me to do, and then I would make phone calls and set doctor's appointments, book hotels for clients looking for the best rate on hotels and meeting spaces, shit like that. And it says we pay you between $3 and $7 per successful transaction. Bob, there were days I made $320 a day booking hotels at my old job. A day. And a day means 11 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. That was the day's work. And that was basically the week's work because I only had to book 4 hotels a week. And occasionally you say, Kenny, can you get me a couple more? Well, for a couple more monies, we can do that. So if they had anything more than 4, they had to pay me more. But the agreement was $400 a week for booking 4 hotels. So well, I guess, yeah, I started out at $90 a hotel and then it got bumped up to $100. So I got basically $100 a hotel. So they're wanting me to do this for between $3 and $7 for each hotel. But hey, if you book 4 hotels in an hour, you could make $28 in an hour, assuming we pay you 7 and not 3. If we pay you 3, well, 4, 8, 12, so you get 3, 6, 9, 12. You get $12. So I had to say no, thank you to that job. And you had to be available at all times. You had to give you when we need you, you got to be there. Fuck that too. So and T-Maker writes back. He says, "Well, don't shoot me." I said, "Well, fortunately for you, you're out of range. You wouldn't take that fucking job." So that was one of the shittiest jobs I've ever seen. You're welcome, Mangalette. You're welcome. But Mango, you owe me a video. You sent me a video of you dancing wearing pink with your short hair. You told me you didn't like the short hair. I like the short hair. I thought it looked good on you. I know it was a while back. And you said, accidental send. I'm watching the video and then it goes away. She deleted the video.
Oh.
She writes back laughing, accidental send.
A little tease there.
You look great. You're wearing the pink shirt and you got the little dance going and you got the short hair. You look marvelous. She's
not sent me a heart attack video in years.
Well, I don't know if I'd had a heart attack watching this one or not, but well, all you got to do is go to her Instagram account and they're all there. TikTok, they're all there. You know, sometimes you got to put out some effort.
Personally try to kill me. Yeah, she used to personally try to kill me, but now it's like
not good for me. Are you humping another guy? So yeah, if you're humping another guy, it wouldn't be good for me.
I think she means my heart attack. It's not good for me to have a heart attack.
Okay, I thought you meant the video wasn't good for me.
Looking out for me.
Yeah, if she's dry humping another guy, I probably not want to see that.
Kenny might get angry, fly to Saudi Arabia, beat up something.
Put an ass whipping on somebody. Show the picture of me with a belt, real quick, if you would. Show the picture.
Sure.
We can just bring that, just to let the people in Saudi Arabia know what the. If I'm wearing that strap when I get off the plane with that jacket and that hair looking the way, who wants any? There ain't no that. Or that. I mean, I might wear that over there. I mean, maybe Gay Kenny shows up.
Bill Dundee.
Can't believe that's called Gay King.
It looks like Bill Dundee's jumpsuit that he used to wear.
You know, what do you think of the belt? What do you think of the belt matching the shirt? What do you think of that?
Yeah, it's very well. It's very color coordinated, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'd wear that. Don't think I would.
I like how the WWE belt is sideways here. Maybe it was the spinner belt.
Someone told me that someone says, Kenny, I cannot AI one of these belts without it being vertical. And so I guess that's what he meant was I mean, that's how you want to see the logo. I mean, that's how you want to see it. Now, I got one other one I want you to show.
They should change the belt to look like this because they always wear them over their shoulder. Nobody wears them around their waist.
Well, that's what they should do.
Exactly. See,
that video H,
I know you're watching.
Well, you sent it to me.
I know
you sent it to me. I mean, I'm not gonna post it on social media. But you sent it to me. I want to see that video. You got the hair I like. You dancing in pink. Our numbers are going up. Maybe somebody's gonna take up that $30.
They heard about Mango.
Well, they heard about Mango dancing in pink with short hair.
We thought we'd play that somewhere.
Or the word got out about that picture of me with that belt going to Saudi Arabia to whip someone's ass.
Yeah, I think the dancing probably would.
It could be. Well,
but it could be. I mean, there's no telling for sure.
Be any of that.
Algorithms are algorithms.
So little Giselle is going to be 18. Do you believe that? Ice Cream Jennifer sent me a picture of her daughter getting an award. Last time I chatted with her daughter, well, I didn't really chat with her, but Ice Cream was there, and she's 12 or 13. I said, "How old is Princess now?" Princess is 16. Going to be 17 next December. I said, "God damn." No. The mistake was you sent it to me, gave me a teasing of a video I liked, and then you took it away from me. You snatched it away from me like a Haagen-Dazs ice cream bar mid-bite is what you did. Your video was the Haagen-Dazs raspberry and cream ice cream bar. I got my teeth.
Kenny was like this.
Yeah, I got no. It wasn't like that. My teeth were in it. My teeth were in the bar, and she took the bar out of my mouth. Meaning the video of her with short hair and pink dancing, wiggling around and about, and doing things.
I need you to send me this, Mango, so I can see if it's really worth the
Bob
fuss
and I both
Kenny's
would like the
about.
pink video. We both would like the pink video.
Well, I need to see if it's really worth the fuss.
I mean, if you sent that video and Bob really liked it, he might be good for that certificate money.
Could be.
That'd have to be a real good video.
I saved some college money, apparently.
Yeah, it looks as if you have. It's a little icy over there on the front. A little icy. There's been a little ice going my way too. I mean, you know, it's been a little chilly. It's been a little chilly over here. But you know, sometimes we get bowed up on, and we're just showing how tough we are. Because I'm pretty well convinced I can talk anybody into anything if I really want to, and they showed me, no, you can't.
Not this time.
I mean, this is going to sound terrible, but we ganged up on her and it didn't do any good.
No. And
I
was
left out a word that I could have used and just said ganged up. Yeah, I left
ganged up. Yeah,
ganged up. Didn't work.
Didn't work. But oh well.
$30 challenge out there. We could stay a little long. You got to be shitting me. Not one of you?
All right. So still waiting for your picks on Kansas City. Baltimore,
right.
Buffalo. Baltimore's a 1-point favorite over Buffalo. I think Buffalo wins this because I think Buffalo is our Super Bowl champion.
Buffalo is tough, but I got to ride my Louisville Lamar Jacksons. We're going to go into Buffalo. Louisville Lamar is going to find a way. Don't know what's the weather forecast in Buffalo? Do we have a forecast? I mean, it's going to be cold for both quarterbacks. Both of them kind of play in the cold anyway. Baltimore's weather ain't that much glorious over Buffalo's.
Buffalo will be 21 degrees with a 42% chance of precipitation.
That would be snow at 21 degrees.
It would be, or sleet. Light snow.
Now, I'm sticking with Louisville Lamar, and on that Houston Kansas City game is hard. That 8 points is very tempting. You know what? I'm gonna say arrested Mahomes finds a way, and maybe that's fucking quarterback for Houston throws a couple of pick sixes and ruins the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, there's the picks that are in.
So if it wasn't for Armando, we would have made nothing tonight.
I know.
On a night that Jambi, do we have a picture? Well, we don't have it. We got new pictures of Jambi, but we don't have them uploaded yet, so we'll do that. Jambi and her kid need food, and there ain't one of you motherfuckers out there that will help, because we got a guy that will help, but he just wants $30 to come in here. We need 25 more.
I'd like to see Detroit and Buffalo in Super Bowl, because that would mean one of those teams, which has never won a Super Bowl, will get that monkey off their back.
Don't call him President Trump. Call him convicted rapist Trump.
And he's President-elect Trump right now.
He's President-elect. He's not there yet. Anything can happen.
4 more days. J.D. Vance.
If somebody invokes 14th Amendment .3, he's not eligible to be president anyway because he led an insurrection against this country.
Well,
all you got to do is 14th Amendment .3.
JD's got his 25th Amendment paperwork just going.
Boy,
as soon as I'm signed in, I'll sign.
I mean, short of Joe Biden, who I thought he gave a pretty good speech last night. He should have gave that one a few weeks ago. But no, I thought it was a good speech. My brother's still riding it. He sends me these TikTok things every day. TikTok. And I said, well, yeah, I know Elon Musk is going to buy it. Well, China's saying they don't want Elon's money. He can shove it up his ass. They said, we would rather take TikTok away from you dumb fuck Americans than to let someone else buy it. And I saw some of the rabbit hole videos of people that think China is the greatest place in the world because they were comparing the price of corn. Corn over here, 24 cents. Corn in America, $7. Well, I've never bought $7 corn. I don't know what Whole Foods they're shopping at. I've never, ever fucking seen $7 corn.
Organic, gold-plated corn.
As my son was explaining to me today, that's how a dictatorship works, is that some of these prices are great for the fucking consumer, but if you're a business person, if you're a farmer, if you're a manufacturer of cars, a provider of wheat or corn or vegetables in China, they motivate you not to do that because you can't make any fucking money. So great for the consumer, horrible for everybody else. And in America, we try to keep it to where both sides benefit to a degree. I mean, it's still ridiculous that a 12-pack of sodas went from $2.99 a 12-pack before COVID to $9.99, $10.99. I saw $11.99 at Walmart for a 12-pack of Mountain Dew. $11.99. A buck a can. It was 20 cents. It was 29. It was about 25 cents a can before COVID. It's now really what happened? High fructose sugars go up.
Yeah.
Caramel go up.
The mark price went up.
Yeah. So you see me now. This is Big K Cola. They used to pay you to come into the store and take Big K Cola out of there because it was taking up too much places on the shelves. They would pay me $10 to take 3 12-packs home with me. This is now $6 a 12-pack. Well, it was on sale today for $5.39. But this has gone up to between $6 and $6.99 for discount fucking Disney dollar cola. What the fuck? So you see, I'm on budgetary cutbacks. So out of 30 of you that were in here for a little bit, not one of you is going to help Jambi get food. Not one of you. Would it be rude if I said, fuck you, tightwad little motherfuckers? Would that be rude? It probably would.
No. Yeah, no.
I mean, and we got some donations the other day. But this is a new day. Okay. Oh, I see a lot of videos here, Mango, but I don't see anything of you in pink. Well, that's kind of pink. Bob, have you got any videos from Mango yet?
No, I'm still sitting here mangoless.
Mangoless. I'll send you. Now there's a video of her wearing pink, but that ain't the one. Did I send that? I thought I did. Oh, let's try it again. Make sure you get it. All right.
Oh, there's a mango. Oh, yeah, it is from you.
Yeah, that's from me. That's from me. All right. Well, so I ended up picking Kansas City, right? So we picked all the NFL games.
We're done. Yeah.
All right.
We're done. Like the donations have been this year. Done.
Fucking believable. And I brag about how good my people are. But, but some of you out there, I mean, donated the other day. And it was very kind of them to do so. And Robert Palmer came through late with a $20 donation. And but we were $30 shy of making our goal on the show that I did by myself. So Robert Palmer came through, and then someone else sent $10, and we got our goal. So did you get the second video, Bob?
I did.
All right. See if there's a third one in here I can randomly pick. Looks like she's in a box here. Let's send you that. I haven't got to watch any of these yet. So let's send this. It looks like she's in a box. Yeah, I don't see the one of you in pink, Mango. You're hiding something. You're hiding something. You got a boyfriend in Saudi Arabia, probably in that box. That's what I'm guessing. Could be. Could be.
Box of mangoes.
A box of mango. Hey, there you go. Who wouldn't want a box of mangoes, right? Anybody'd want a box of mangoes. And did I send you one of her in red yet?
No.
Well, you're about to get it. Lady in red.
The lady in red.
I haven't heard from Eunice in a couple of days. I wonder if
My
Eunice is
goodness.
okay. Well, I know she had a flat tire on her motorcycle.
Up on a tree in a long coat. There you go.
That's who I have to help. That's who I have to help is Eunice with a flat tire. Yeah, I think it's only $9, but still, All right. Well,
I think the hilarious thing is that she's up here dancing on this chair and no one's even noticed. It's like, yeah, normal behavior.
What the hell, What's the matter with these weirdos?
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. About like this show, whatever.
She's always dancing on something.
Yeah. Well, there we go. All right. Well, no one wants to see me riding a donkey or a zebra or a camel or a T-Rex, I guess. I thought they might.
Or a
I thought they
mango.
might. Well, I'd pay $20 for that. So, all right. Well, Bobby Bob, we did an hour like a couple of fucking idiots anyway, against our rules. $5 for an hour.
Well,
if any of y'all feel guilty after watching this show, giving you all this live interaction, answering your questions, participating with the good folks, kept Facebook open the whole goddamn time like a fucking idiot. But we got Mango out of the deal. Otherwise, probably wouldn't have got her. If you feel guilty after the show for not helping Jambi get food for her kid, let us know. But until, I doubt you're going to see my ass Saturday. I'll be watching fucking football. I'll be watching fucking football on Sunday. No playoff games this Monday, right?
No.
Ain't going to see me anyway.
It'll be weird to have Monday with no Monday Night Football.
Yeah, now I'll probably be canceling my Netflix account soon because I don't see any reason
that
to
Raw was no better than
we're 0 for 2. I didn't know SmackDown was being shown all over the world on Netflix, so they got that going for them.
Plus,
do we have ratings for the second Raw yet, Bob? We'll cover that and then we'll get out of here.
Raw ratings. I have not seen.
I mean, if we had a $30 donation, I'd stay a little longer, but I don't think we're gonna get one. No,
WrestleNomics, latest WWE ratings.
I was.
The 115, 114 WWE.
Hell, I thought T Maker might take some pity on us and just throw $30 our way, but that didn't have any. Can't even shame the T Maker. Shit.
WWE Raw.
Yeah, what kind of numbers did we get? Because surely we got ratings by now. It's fucking Thursday,
right?
Yeah, we got ratings by now.
For numbers for streaming debut.
I have not updated yet, by the way. So
now I'm not seeing numbers. So
really, they probably don't want any. They probably don't want them released.
I would, and yeah. Let's see, 12:30. So Monday was the 13th. Raw ratings January 13th. 225.
If anybody's watching this post show or right now, whenever, if somebody could make a $15 donation to Venmo, I've got enough in Venmo that if we got $15 over there, I can get Jambi taken care of just out of what's in the Venmo account. It would take a $15 donation to my Venmo.
5.9 million worldwide.
That is down. No, that might be up. It was 4.8.
Yeah, so
4.8.
They don't have.
So that's up. That's up.
Yeah, this article does not have
the USA views.
The U.S. only views. Let me check this other website.
You would think it would with 3 days after the fact, because it's the live views are all I'm worried about. I don't give a fuck what it does for the week or the month. Fuck you. If those ratings.
Monday's episode ranked 4th in global shows. That 5.9 million views. Top 10 in 26 countries this week, including the U.S. That it doesn't give U.S. views here.
I'll be damned. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, they got 2.6 for U.S., 4.8 for global. They're claiming 5.9 for global this time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's apparently about what those numbers are going to be, because they were saying tens of millions of live viewers, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it was weird that the show just cut off. I thought it was going to be a 3-hour show, and it was 2.5 hour show.
Oh, I thought it would be down to 2. I figured they might go 2.5, 3 hours on the first one, because of Triple H taking up a half hour of the time. I could easily see him going over a half hour to make up for him and The Rock.
Yeah.
But no, I was shocked they went over this time. And it might be one of those things. Was it 2 hours and 30 minutes exactly, or just a little bit over? It
was 2:30 exactly.
Well, they're probably going to do 2.5 then, would be my guess. Even though I heard it was just going to be a 2-hour show, but I didn't know SmackDown was going worldwide either on Netflix. I had not heard that. Is NXT worldwide on Netflix?
No, I don't think so.
Do we have any worldwide numbers on SmackDown?
SmackDown.
Any worldwide numbers on the Smack? So if you're out there, if you're watching, if you're listening, if I can get $15 over on my Venmo account, even though we did not make the $30 challenge, if somebody sends $15 to my Venmo account, I'll have enough money in Venmo to take care of her rice and eggs for her and her kid.
No, they're not. They're not saying.
They're not saying. Seems like you're keeping some secrets from us, Bob.
Why are they hiding it?
Maybe you know who donates on Venmo is Sacramento boy, San Jose boy, Barkley.
He's probably in the fires right now. He's probably down there fighting the fires.
I bet he ain't. Bet he ain't.
Probably not, but you know.
So you know how I know? Because he's a Republican. He ain't down.
Well,
he's as a matter of fact, he has probably got his thumb in a spigot up there somewhere, making sure that no water gets down to help those good folks.
Yeah, we can't allow that. That way we can blame the governor.
And there's one of my longtime dear friends. I don't know how to pronounce her first name. Ais Torquemada. And me and her sister used to be very, very dear friends. And then she went to work in Hong Kong for a while. wanted to go to Canada. I wasn't able to make that happen for her. But so I think EJ married the father of her child, Baby Love. And me and her sister have been chatting a little bit here lately. And very sweet young lady, got a couple of teenage kids, one teenage kid that I know. I think her daughter is 13, if I remember correctly. She's got a niece that's about 17. They're both just as cute as they can be. And just a very sweet person. And a shout out to, I'm going to pronounce it Ais or A's. Ais. And if I'm pronouncing it wrong, sweetie, let me know. But I've known of her for a long time, but we just kind of started chatting over the last year or two, I guess. And then we don't hear from each other for a while. And we recently, so I told her if I do get to go to the Philippines next year, I will make sure to look her up, because I've known her and her sister since 2012, 2013, and little Baby Love. And we helped her sister and Baby Love many times over those years. And then she got her a good job in Hong Kong and did good for herself. She built a home for her parents. At least that's what I was told. And
it's very nice.
So yeah, she's but it's a cool name. I like the name Torquemada. I'd like to be an NFL quarterback with the name Terrence Torquemada. Who could stop me, right?
You can't talk about anything.
Shinsuke Torquemada. That would be my name if I was a quarterback. So, and by the way, that was a good recommendation you gave me on Rogue One. I typed in Star Wars on Cody, and it gives me every Star Wars thing ever made. I have started the Han Solo one, but I'm only like 10 minutes in it. You said the critics shit all over it. What did you think? You're the official Star Wars.
I thought Solo was okay, but
it's like when Milton Metz tried to give a critical view on the Rodney Dangerfield concert. He didn't get it. It'd be like sending me to give you a review on ballet. I'm not going to come back with anything good. Send somebody that knows something about fucking ballet. So that's why I trust you with your evaluation of a Star Wars movie, because if it sucks, you'll know. I like them. I wouldn't call myself a Star Wars nerd, but I enjoy those. I enjoy the good Star Trek films. Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, Search for Leonard Nimoy. Where is Leonard Nimoy?
We don't know.
And by
where's
the way,
Waldo?
The racist episode of Gunsmoke, Virginian, that you'll ever see, stars William Shatner. Oh my God. Oh, what was it? The Virginian? Let me make sure. I think it was the Virginian. If it wasn't, it was the Virginian. Yeah, 1970 Virginian. And also in that later that year, McCoy and Nimoy, Leonard Nimoy and Bones McCoy. What was Bones McCoy's name?
His
the
real name was
wasn't Roddy McDowell, because that was Planet of the Apes.
It was not Roddy McDowell.
Wasn't him.
God, I should know this.
We're working hard for $5 here tonight. I'll tell you.
We are.
Pathetic mother.
Damn it, what is his name?
They might be telling me to quit the business tonight. I'm not sure. I think they're telling me to quit the business.
It could be. The actor who played Leonard McCoy, DeForest Kelly.
DeForest Kelly. Hell yeah, goddamn. And who was the black girl that was so beautiful?
Michelle Nichols, Lieutenant Uhura.
And she was alive recently. I know her hair was very white and very political. Is she still with us?
I think she just recently passed.
It was not long ago. She was very political, very boisterous, and I'm trying to remember if Shatner ever put the moves on her. Do you recall? Because if it was
he would. Yeah, he did not put the moves on her, but I think there was a episode where the gods forced them to kiss or whatever, and so it was like the first interracial kiss on television. So, but he didn't. He would never bang one of his own unless it was Janice Rand, the yeoman.
Yeah. I just got a confession here from Boston Spencer. He saw the picture of me riding on a horse.
Nichelle Nichols passed away in 2022.
Okay, but yeah, it was pretty recently then.
Yeah.
But no, I have the picture of me riding a horse, and I sent it to Boston Spencer. I don't know why. I was on a horse with no name,
not a cowboy,
and in the desert as a cow. Well, I have a picture of me riding a donkey cowboy.
You were riding a horse, not a cowboy. So that's
you don't know that. You don't know that.
The picture doesn't show you
I mean, I need the AI Kenny Bolin riding a cowboy and see what it comes up with. And it could be me and Festus Hagen just going at it. You don't know. You don't know what AI might come up with. But he says, I am scared of horses myself. No, I hope it's okay that I read this because it's a little late now. I know you may have been around many before. I have. Yeah, well, I owned a couple horses. Owned a Mustang, I owned a Pinto, and a big horse. I forgot what kind he was. But yeah, I think I've owned 3 horses, me and my stepdad. He said they were mine. And I know you may have been around many before. I've only been around a few. I'm always afraid of getting kicked. Well, they know if you're afraid. That's why you get kicked. You bow up on them. Say, horse, those hooves don't scare me, motherfucker. You see this? You know Alex Karras? Well, don't fuck with me because Alex Karras is a friend of mine. He'll knock your ass out.
What was the movie where the guy punched the horse?
Alex Karras in Blazing Saddles. Yes.
Blazing Saddles, yeah.
Yeah, very racist movie, by the way. I was always afraid of getting kicked, and I know it's a Photoshop pic, but I thought, I'm not sure that's one animal I've always been afraid of. Crazy, I know. I think horses are the sweetest, most beautiful, and yeah, some of them can be a little temperamental. Some of them don't want you riding them. And, well, who the fuck wants to be ridden other than Mango? Getting my $5 worth. So, but I don't think I sent you the picture of me riding a donkey. I don't know who I sent that to. Bob, I'm going to give you the pleasure. Here it is. It's right up here at the top. I wanted to see what I look like riding a donkey. So there you go. You just got it.
Yeah. Yeah, no glasses either.
I wanted to see what it felt like to be Festus Hagen for a day.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to give you permission to show that one. And we're just going to close the show with me and my best impersonation of Festus Hagen. And to show you what we can do over here on the big show.
On the big show.
Viewers, and not one of you motherfuckers donated except for Armando. Armando with a $5 donation was the only donation of the night. Knowing that Jambi's kid's hungry.
Yeah.
Star Maker Bundy show. The Star Maker Bundy show.
There's a joke.
I even got a beard. See, I looked at it on my phone. I didn't know I had a beard and mustache and put on a little weight for that one.
5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they Hulse Cartwrighted me a little bit. That's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little weight in the face, no glasses. Man, I wonder if they can AI me some teeth. That would be great. Because none of these AI pictures I got any teeth. That's just like real life. But yeah.
Wow. It's hard to tell with your mouth closed, right?
Yeah. Well, that's probably why I do.
Cardinal Kenneth Bolin waiting for the Pope to arrive.
King Cardinal.
It could be a cardinal.
Red crown's got a little glow to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, good to see you, Miss Torquemada. She calls me Mr. Kenny, so I guess
Kenny.
I can call her Miss Torquemada.
Yeah.
So what motivated the Star Maker Bundy show? What's that about?
It's kind of like Al Bundy holding on to that 4 quarterback game. There's Kenny just will not give up when he used to be famous. So
no, I will not. As a matter of fact, me and my son were talking about that, about the Al Bundy braggadocio, because I played.
Actually, I don't mind I may change it to actually have a Star Maker Bowling Show logo like that, because it's always noon somewhere. We should have a blazing sun up on top.
The blazing sun. Why not? I mean, it's always high noon somewhere.
Yeah.
Apparently today in Sydney, Australia, for the 8 o'clock show. If we ever go live at 7, we'll have to find out where it's noon at for that.
All right, we've been here for an hour and 20 minutes. 5 people.
Yeah, for $5. This is the worst show we've ever done, people. And you're all a part of it, except for
it's
Armando.
Your fault, except for Armando.
To quote Dr. Smith, it's all your fault that you all don't
quote Kenny Bolin,
because that's really the only thing we asked for. To help Eunice get her tire fixed for her motorcycle, and to help Jambi and her kid have some food, who's in here watching the show. And the thing that you all could care that look. And I showed you me riding a donkey with more weight in my face than I have now. They added weight to me in that AI. So you're saying I just won't let those 4 touchdowns go? Used to be famous. You fucking ask Google who you are, and then you ask it who I am, and then you shut the fuck up.
I'm so famous I'm so famous that my Google page is redacted.
Is that what it is? You got that
Exactly.
top level. Got to have top level clearance to get your shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just out of a test. I don't know. It might not know me. Computer. Who is Kenny Bolin?
Kenny Bolin is a former professional wrestling manager and author.
Former.
He was the lead villainous manager in Ohio Valley Wrestling, where he managed the character Bolin Services.
The character Bolin Services.
It used to go on, and sometimes it still does. And I can ask that thing 4 times who I am, and it'll give me 4 different answers, and 4 different links of answers. It's weird how it does that. No consistency these days. No consistency.
Just remember, folks,
about like donations.
The Still Earth non-movement is alive and well.
Still Earth non-donation movement as well. We have 31. Well, you know why? Because it's now a little bit after 9 o'clock. Do we need to go back to 9 o'clock? I thought 8 o'clock was doing them a favor. Do we need to go back to 9 o'clock?
Tell us, people, what time you want the show to come on.
Just like that logo y'all voted on.
Yeah,
there's 30 people in here now.
The tremendous feedback that we got from all of
you. We
you.
have a $30 challenge. If 3 people did a measly $10, we can feed Jambi. If we could get a $15 donation,
5 more of you gave $5.
Yeah. If 5 more of you gave 5. That's all we would need.
A lot.
I don't think it is. We've given a lot of entertainment here today for $5 fucking. Cornette ain't live right now. Dutch Mantel's laid up in a hospital bed. He's not able to entertain you tonight. Maybe I can get him. Maybe I can get him
watching TNA or something.
Yeah. And what's this about WWE and TNA uniting today? What are they?
Apparently, they signed they signed an agreement to. They announced a multi-year partnership aimed at creating unprecedented crossover opportunities within WWE and TNA programming for NXT superstars and TNA wrestling stars. So JBL,
here, Bob, give me the top 5 talents at TNA.
Joe Hendry, Nick Namath, Ryan Namath, Jordan Grace, and
we were looking for Namath.
Nick Namath.
No, Joe Namath.
Nick Namath.
Nick Namath. Okay, we'll go with Namath. I like that.
Nick Namath.
Ryan
Namath.
If he'd have gone by Nick Namath, they'd have never released him.
Joe Hendry, Jordan Grace.
Nick, a former OVW boy, by the way.
Rhino. I don't know.
There's Rhino. So in other words, Rhino's not bringing a lot to the fucking table.
No, not a whole lot. Well, Commissioner Santino Morelli.
Is he a commissioner over there?
Yeah.
Okay. There's not anybody over there that WWE hasn't released and got rid of.
JBL tweets out, I need to pack an extra clothesline for Dallas next week. So I need to figure out how to get on the Raw.
Yeah.
Wearing my Bolin Services shirt. Is
that the one in Dallas?
So that JBL can bring me into the ring and clothesline.
Yeah, clothesline you just for wearing that shirt. Yeah, that'd be good.
Exactly.
That'd be good. You know who I chatted with today?
The
Honky Tonk Man son.
And Honky Tonk Man.
I talked about Honky Tonk Man son today. Yeah, okay. I thought it was Honky Tonk's account, and I reached out to him, and he wrote back. He said, "Hey, man, this is his son. By the way, I love your podcast back when you and Jimmy were bantering back and forth." I said, "So you loved it 7 years ago. We appreciate that." I said, "Did you know I used to fill in for your dad on his shows?" I said, "He told everybody that it was very complimentary." Oh, Kenny Bolin may not have invented podcasting, but he perfected it, and that's what Honky Tonk Man said about me back in 2009, I think it was, when I used to fill in on his shows, and Honky's done mine a few times, and then of course we had the show that we did here a while back,
about a year, as a matter of fact.
About a year. I thought it'd been longer than that. So reached out to his son. His son said, "I'm going to reach out to Dad, let him know that you're interested in having him on." He said, "My dad quit podcasting because he wasn't making any money. Everybody else was making the money. I said, well, Cornette got mad at me because I went to Vince Russo's show. Russo was paying me about 3 times as much money as Cornette was paying me. I said, Brian Last gets money for some fucking reason. I haven't figured that out yet. And but because Cornette don't know how to do anything. Cornette couldn't do what we're doing now. You want Cornette to go live on a fucking show on YouTube that he would be responsible to do? No, we don't know why he never bothered to learn it. He could save $35,000 a year if he would just do his own shit, you know. And I don't know. And now that I got that AI generator, Bob, if I want to show pictures of me riding camels over here,
you can do that.
Got that going for me. Got that.
Yeah. You could have priest bowling.
Nun bowling.
Motorola has revealed a bendable phone that you can bend around your wrist.
Oh, it's called a watch. Already got one.
Yeah, it looks like one of those. Looks like one of those patches that the NFL quarterbacks wear to call their plays.
These chicken shits will not speak. It is. There's 34 people in here. It is. What time is it? 9:10 was the last comment we had. That was from Shinsuke Torquemada. That was the last one. All right, we've done all the damage we can do, Bob. Until I guess next Tuesday. I'm the Star Maker. That's Bobby Bangs, and we said